Hi, I'm Paul Clark from Redmond Software, and today I'm going to demo to you Decision Maker Pro. Decision Maker Pro allows you to make the best decisions for you and your organization. It provides a framework for making decisions where you know that each decision is following the same methodology and best practices. It allows for criteria that are weighted because some criteria is more important than others and should have more of an influence on the outcome of that decision. It removes unintentional bias and emotion from the decision-making process, allowing you to get the decision that best suits the circumstances. Decisions should not be a popularity competition. The outcome shouldn't be the one that gets the most votes. It should be the one that best meets the criteria. It keeps a record of the previous decisions so that you can revisit them to find out why a decision was made. Decision Maker Pro provides a decision register for all projects within Jira. Once this option has been selected, you will get a screen like this, which shows the three swim lanes for decisions that you're creating, that are currently in progress, and that have been completed. You can also search for decisions, look at only your decisions, or also include archived decisions. Now, close down this option here and I'll create a new decision. So give it a summary. You can also give it a description, a few more details of what you're trying to do. You have a status over here. The status allows you to move across for the different swim lanes that you just saw previously. We also have owners. Owners can edit decisions when they're in the creating swim lane. Assignees can score the decision when it's in the in progress lane. Owners can also score decisions as well. You will automatically be added as yourself as an owner without having to add yourself manually. You can link an issue from within Jira. So I've previously set up. Down here, you'll put the items you're trying to compare to make the decision for. So enter in the names and press enter. You have an optional search labels that you can put for this decision. Yeah, a decision is made up from various criteria. These criteria come in categories, either a general category if you like, or something more specific. So I've got my first criteria here. So when I'm making this decision, I want to make sure that it accepts yearly payments, and yearly payments criteria isn't too important, so I'm going to make that a 2. I'm going to add another criteria here which says that it supports German and English. We have staff that use both languages. I'll leave that at 5 because this is very important. This is something that we really need to have. I'm going to add another category here. I'm going to call this integrations. And I'm going to say that this needs to integrate with Google Calendar because that's what we use here. And I'll also leave this as a 5 because this is very important. If I click on save, you're taken back to the swim lanes. and the decision will be shown. Now, a decision lists the items that we're trying to compare here. It has an edit button to go back and change that decision, add more criteria, etc. We have a preview decision button. This allows us to see this in read-only mode, so users who cannot edit the decision can still go in and view it while it's in creating, and potentially download a PDF of what we currently have. And we also have the options to delete the decision, duplicate it, and archive it. So next we want to score the decision. Scoring is when you add a value against each criteria for each of the items you're trying to compare. So we drag and drop this into the in progress lane. We could have also gone through and edited it and changed the status to in progress. We have a percentage complete down here. This is how far it's been scored. At the moment we haven't scored it at all, so we can't, so we just have 0 here. We have an edit decision button, which is grayed out because it needs to be in creating to edit, but we now have a scoring button. We come in here, you can see we've got the 2 items we're comparing and the values they have for each of the criteria. So for the first one, we have accepts yearly payments. Now the first item we're comparing has a 5 because it does support yearly payments, and the other one has a 0 because it doesn't. Now supporting German and English, the first item has we'll give it a 2 because it supports English only. Now you could also say that this gets a 0 because it doesn't do both of the criteria. It just depends on how you want to score these things. And the other option supports both of them. Next, we have integrates with Google Calendar, and both of them support that completely. Okay, we now save that. And you can see we've had a decision here has now been updated to be 100% complete. We can go in with the scoring icon and change some of those scores if we like. Or if we're finished, we can drag and drop it to completed. And you'll see that we now have our decision here with a winner. It's got the values for how many % of points that either of them got, along with the points itself. You can go in now and get a PDF copy of this if you like, and you can also archive, duplicate, and delete this one if you like. The score that we have here is the adding up of each criteria's importance multiplied by the number of points you can get. So we gave one of our criteria an importance of 5. So the maximum you could get for that for each item you're comparing is 25, 5 times 5. Another one of our criteria we gave an importance of 2. So the maximum we could give that is a 5 for when we're scoring it. So 5 times 2 is 10. So we had 5 criteria, so 3 criteria, 2 of them with 5 importances and 1 of them with 2. Each one of those getting up to 5 points. So 5 plus 5 plus 2 is 12, times 5 is 60. That's out of 60 then, and that also is how the percentages are worked out. When I created the example decision for this demo, I linked an issue to it. This is the issue I linked. If we go into that issue and go to the activity and select Decision Maker Pro, we will see the linked decision. We can then navigate back to that and modify it or do what we need to do from here. That's it for the demo today. Hopefully that was helpful. If you have any questions or problems or want new features added, then you can contact us at support at redmoonsoftware.com. Thank you.